All right, check this out. We are just about to hit 10 million cases in the United States, and that is a lot of cases. Let me show you something real quick, okay? So this is the chart, the graph of the last 7-8 months or whatever. So as you can see, we were in the 30,000 new case per day range, then it cooled off for a bit, then we got up into the 70,000 case per day range, then it cooled off. Now we are up in the 130-ish thousand case per day. Wowzers, that's big numbers. Let's all panic. Let's go to the store and buy all the toilet paper that they got because craziness is gonna happen. No. So this is why I am not panicking, is because we click on that, boop, and then we click on that, boop. Now this is the daily death chart, okay? Look at how it was super high, came all the way down, and it kind of seems like it's trailing downwards. You got a high, then you got a lower high, then you got a lower high. So this daily death number is going lower as of right now, shooting this on November 8th, which happens to be my birthday. I just turned 30 years old. Ugh, it hurts, it hurts. Anyway, daily deaths going down. Daily cases going sky high, parabolic, high up. And the media wants you to focus on this number, because all the media seems to be talking about these days is that we're now at 6-figure case days, which is nuts, right? It is crazy. And don't get me wrong, I know that the media may be worried that the more cases may mean more deaths, but right now, it just ain't looking like that, and I'm not sure if we really have to worry about that, but for some reason, the media loves to make people panic, scared, worry, and just go out of their minds crazy. I don't know why. Maybe the media and the big companies make more money when we're in a state of panic, don't really know what's going on, but I just wanted to share. I'm constantly looking at this data, and I just go, boop, and then I go boop, and I go boop, and I just keep going back and forth because I think it's great that our health system or maybe our treatment or whatever the case is that is making this disparagement or difference in numbers happen. I think it's great, whatever it is. I'm not going to personally worry about the case count until I see this death number, daily death number, go like up to here again. But let's just take a look at the deaths real quick, okay? So we were in the 30s, 30,000 new cases a day. And during that time, we were at about, 2,000, 2,600 deaths per day. So let's just call it a 10% death rate, which is pretty high, pretty scary in my opinion, if that was still the case. Well, now we're at a 120,000 case per day, and our daily death rate is at a little over 1,000. So that puts us at a lower than 1% death rate. And some people may call it mortality rate. I just call it death rate, okay? It just means, we got 120,000 cases, 1,000 people died, death rate is less than 1%, let's just say for easy numbers. Well, if we were still at these numbers of like roughly a 10% death rate, we would be having 10 to 12,000 deaths a day, which yes, would be extremely scary. All hell would be breaking loose, the stock market would be tanking, unemployment like crazy, lockdowns, craziness, but we're not there. So why does the media try to paint that picture? Why is the media all about trying to run? And I get it. Okay, so let's just say that the media is trying, this is what I assume. The media is trying to paint this scary picture so that people are safer. Right? Let's overestimate on things so that people will pull back and they'll be safer and they will wear their mask. They will follow our rules. They will do what we want them to do so that we don't have our daily deaths get to 10,000 per day. Maybe that's why they're being a little bit over hypey, over dramatic, and just a little bit kind of crazy. All right. So this is CNN, highest cases. They love talking about the big numbers of cases. Then we got this one, NBC News. With COVID-19 cases surging, the US is in for a dark and deadly winter. Really, NBC? Like, if you looked at the death numbers, we're not gonna have the deadliest of the winter unless something changes in our health system. And obviously, all of a sudden, maybe the virus mutates and turns into something completely different or something. But like, looking at these daily death numbers, I would not assume that the daily death rate is going to go crazy high and we're going to have a deadly winter. I don't think that's going to happen, NBC. So quit lying, quit spreading rumors, quit trying to scare people. You know, probably millions of people saw this headline right here and they're panicking. But if they just knew the actual truth of the daily death numbers, and honestly, I don't really believe these numbers right here. I think these numbers are off. I think they're higher than what reality is because they misclassify the reason for death all the time. Somebody dies in a car accident, they had the virus, then they're gonna mark that as a virus death. So that's what I think may be happening. So honestly, I think that the real numbers are lower than this 1,000 per day, just my 2 cents. New York Times wants to say, COVID live updates, US surpasses 10 million cases as Biden assembles task force. You know, Biden is all about, let's get a lockdown put together. The dude, honestly, if he does lock things down, he's gonna kill so many more small businesses. Like, so many businesses have died since March and April. Like, I just wanted to go to a burger place that I go to all the time called BurgerFi. They're closed. I can't get a haircut anymore because Sports Clips down the street has closed. Like, tons of small businesses in my area are freaking closed and wiped out because of what's already happened. And we're not even on like a super hardcore lockdown. Well, if Biden wants to put us on a super hardcore lockdown, dude, I'm about to see so many small businesses die, like small franchisees, even more salons, haircutters, hotels. Like, the freaking airline industry is gonna need another bailout. The cruise line industry will be done. The movie industry will just be evaporated. Like, if this dude really tries to lock things down. So I know, I get the news. Maybe they're trying to overhype things because they're trying to keep people safe. Win or lose, administration must do more to fight the C word. I don't know. I think they need to do more to fight the treatments and get the treatments going, because honestly, we can have 500,000 cases per day, but if these death numbers are still at 1K, maybe we can get them down to 500, maybe they go up to 1,500 per day. I think that's super manageable. So media needs to chill. They need to stop kind of being so fear-mongering. Okay, President-elect Joe Biden to announce task force Monday. I mean, who knows what this dude is gonna be talking about in his task force and in his plans to try to control this thing. You know, he says our work begins with getting the C word under control. Well, what does that mean, buddy? Does that mean locking down the country? Does that mean closing down millions of small businesses across the country, dude? That's gonna be scary, man. That really would suck for those guys, because businesses, the small businesses, even big businesses are really getting hit. I mean, so many businesses were filing for bankruptcy. Hertz was one of them. But a bunch of businesses were filing for bankruptcy. Apple has been closing down their locations. Starbucks has been closing down. It really has been unfortunate. And the media only seems to care about the case numbers, which honestly, I don't think that the people need to be looking at the case numbers. I think they need to be looking at the death numbers and trying to work on getting that death number down, not worrying so much about the case. I know that cases lead to deaths and all that, but if we can maybe manage the whole treatment, let's just figure out some cool medicine that we can take to reduce the death numbers, and let's not worry about the cases. Let's let those case numbers just kind of go a little bit crazy, and let's continue to be safe and wear our new face fashion accessory. I mean, this is a whole nother fashion world, that whole thing on your face, you know, that mask. It's crazy, and I'm really sick of wearing them, to be honest with you. I feel so bad for those workers that have to wear these things like 8 hours a day, because I would not be able to do that. I go out shopping, and within like the first 30 minutes, I'm pulling my nose out, or I'm pulling like it down to my chin. I don't know how they do it. I feel really bad for them, but I just had to get this off my chest. Give me a thumbs up button below if you agree with this. Hit me with a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how the rest of the year pans out. I'm honestly ready to be done with 2020. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.